Welcome back to the show. And you know, one of our favorite holidays during spring is Easter. And you know, Easter goes, you know, it fluctuates. Sometimes it's in March, sometimes in April. Well, this year it's going to be in April, so you have a lot of time to get ready. And one of my favorite things, besides, you know, it being Easter, you know, this is the year of the rabbit all year long. So of course I wanted to make a rabbit, and I want to have something a little bit fun. So this is our little bunny. Well, actually it's a big bunny, but it's really easy to make, and it's very lightweight, so you can hang it on your door, hang it on the wall, put it in your office cubicle. Just have a lot of fun, and I'll show you how to put it together. We will have a project sheet, so don't worry, just sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna put our bunny down for a little while. Now, what we're using is floral wrapper, but what I want to show you that you need is you're going to need these stem wires. Okay, they come like about 6 in a bag, and we actually use them to make flowers. You know, this is a nice good stem for flowers, but I used it for our whiskers. And for me, because it's paper covered, the easiest way, and this is the first step you want to do before you get started, is just get some paper towel, or like I got some napkins. I put some of the white paint in there. There we go. And then just get your stem and kind of roll it in there, and then just slide it up. There we go. Because I didn't really want to have to get my paintbrushes out just to paint this. So you just kind of slide it on. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this part first is because by the time you're ready to, when you actually need these, it'll be all dry. So we want to probably do either an odd number, so you can do 3 or 5. It's up to you how many whiskers you want. So I just leave it like that, and I'm just going to let it sit on the side to dry. So that's what we'll do for our whiskers, okay? Now, you're going to need 2 packages of these. You're not going to use them all, but the next thing you want to form with your stem wire, and if you want to paint them white, you can, but it's not necessary. We're going to actually take 3 of them, and we are going to join it together, okay? And all I did was twist it together like this, and we'll get the other one, and we twist it together, okay? So you got one long, sturdy piece. What you're going to do is you're going to actually kind of like measure this as long as your strip that you made. There you go. Okay, and you know me, I don't really want to have to measure anything, and that's why I'm just telling you, just go for it like that. Okay, and what you're going to do is you kind of put this wire in the middle. And all you're going to do is kind of just roll it together at first. So you got it like that. And then on one hand, you're going to take it and you're just twisting it up. Now, it took me a while to figure out how to make ears, because I made several different ears. And this came out to be my favorite ears because it kind of had that nice airiness. But with the wire and the way this floral wrap works, everything kind of stood up, because I want my bunny to be very alert. You have it bunched up like this, and see, your ears are already standing up. And just get a regular old Chanel stem on the bottom. And I kind of twisted it around once and twisted it. As you can see, like I said, no one's going to see this part, because this is the part that's going to be against the wall. And I just leave about maybe 2 or 3 inches. Okay, so you want to make 2 sets of these for your ears, and you know, you can twist it up tighter or have it open up. You know, you can play around with it, but you need to make 2 ears. So you painted your whiskers, made your 2 ears. Now we got to make our bunny, right? So you can either use a straw wreath or what we call extruded foam wreath. This is the one that is actually smooth, so it's a really tough surface. Now I'm using the 14-inch one, and we're using a lot of these, what they call greening pins or U-pins. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get your roll, and what we do is we take, just like how we made our Christmas wreath last year, you're gonna just get a bunch, maybe about a couple inches, and we are going to just get it down there. And I take about maybe 2 of these pins, and they really stick very well into this extruded foam wreath. Okay, so I got my 2, and I have it like this, right? Now I'm going to flip it over this way, and I gather it. Now you can make your bunny as fluffy as you want, and that will depend on how poofy you make, how many inches you make your poof. Well, this first one, we want to make sure that we cover and hide that end part. Okay, so again, we just stick it in there, and I use about 2, like that. Now, there's different ways you can do it. You can go back and forth, or you can just follow your own little pattern and scrunch. Put it down, and I stop maybe about inch and a half away. And we stick that in there, and we stick it in there. Okay, so you got that going. Now, what I did with this bunny is I went completely around doing that. Then I wanted it a little bit more fluffy, so I made another roll, a mini roll going all the way around. So that's why my bunny is really covered with this floral wrapper. And that's all you got to do. And if you wanted to have the dark pink and maybe the light pink around, you can interchange it either way. But it goes really fast by just scrunching 2 pins, scrunch 2 pins, scrunch 2 pins. And before you know it, you have a beautiful wreath. And everybody thinks it's a wreath, and then you whip out your whiskers and your ears. And I'll show you what you do. What you're going to do is actually you're going to take your ear and you're going to bend your ear. And that is what I did here. Tacked it on, and I just actually pinned it in. And see how, like I said, it stands up. So I pinned it in for both sides, and I got my ears. And then people were doing things like sticking their head in the middle. It says, no, 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 my bunny's going to have a real face. So on our project sheet, we have the pattern to make the eyes out of fun foam. We cut out the eyes out of fun foam, and we just tacked it with a little bit of glue from the glue gun, just directly right onto the floral wrapper. Now, the funny thing with the whiskers is we took 3 of our painted floral stems, we cinched it in the middle, and we wrapped it with some of the Chanel stem, and that held it nicely together, and we spaced it out. And then, of course, we covered where that was with a pom-pom. And again, this is staying here. It looks like it's floating, but it's just staying here because I have a little bit of glue gun glue here. I'm going to go hop away with the bunny, and we'll go and take a short break, and we'll be right back.